I think a lot of people has a perception that starting a business involves a lot of money. But the thing I struggle the most is like time. So when you start a business, it's okay, money is a part of it, but there is a lot of time involved. So you have to really, sacrifice a lot of your time. It's not just, because for me, I was thinking that I'll just do it as a hobby. But then when I got into it, I learned that it's not just, having business is not just a hobby. You have to keep pushing or sacrifice your time for it. So yeah, having a business is a learning process, and it's a good experience to have. Parang discipline din sa'yo.
The hardest thing for me is, I think I suffer a lot from imposter syndrome. So the hardest part for me is putting myself out there, because I'm a huge introvert and I'm a really shy person, and I always think that I'm not good enough. So I had to overcome that in order to market myself in my drawings and my illustrations. I'm not there yet. I'm still battling the imposter syndrome, but I think I overcame that a little bit when I started selling. So it helped a lot that I get a lot of good reviews, and people are actually buying my products. But yeah, that was the hardest thing for me, just believing in myself and putting myself out there.
I would say hard siya para sa akin kasi I'm a full-time student. Plus, I'm doing my practicum. I'm also a teaching assistant at the University of Alberta. I'm trying to publish papers. I'm joining different conferences. And on top of that, I'm running this business. So it's a struggle balancing those different components of my life. Leap to start your own business would be a struggle because it takes a lot of time and money and dedication to start your own business. And kung mag-fail yung business, hindi lang naman money yung mawawala sa'yo, yung time din na pinut mo dun sa business.
Struggle is time, putting your 100% to it. Because as a startup, you don't have a boss. So you have to do it yourself. You have to push yourself to do it. So I would say, yeah, time is the struggle for me.
For me, the biggest struggle is myself. Yeah, just believing in myself. That's kind of like the struggle. Yeah, there are other things like time and money, but they're not like what I struggle with the most.
Relatives is the hardest people that I market. But I know not all relatives are like that, think like that. There's just some, I think, that really expect you to help them and provide discounts. Like for me, I'm in the immigration business, right? Industry, right? So they would expect to come to me and help them right away. But it doesn't work like that. There is a process. That's why we studied, right? And I would say it's hard to market it to them because they have a perception that, you should serve us right away. Or, I don't know. It's so bad to think like that, but I love my relatives.
I would say the biggest na mahirap bentahan is yung hindi Asian. Kasi I'm outsourcing from Asia. And so yung product, it runs small or Asian fit. So, but kahit na small siya, super stretchy niya though. So, yeah, I guess it runs small for them.
The pandemic didn't really, wala siyang parang, wala akong naging problema dahil sa pandemic. Like, because I think it's the right timing when I was unemployed. I had time to do a lot of these things, like the flower business things. And also a lot of people want, you know how a lot of people during the COVID situation do a lot of cleaning, redecorating. So yeah, a lot of people want like decor, I guess, like something to make their house a home.
Actually, I started my business during the pandemic, so it kind of helped in a way. Like it's the opposite for me. Yeah, I don't think if it wasn't for the pandemic, I don't think I would have started my business this early.
Starting ng pandemic, parang since nasa bahay lang ng mga tao, parang ang daming nag-home workouts. Yung friends ko na-convince ko na mag-yoga with me, kahit online. Ang worry ko is sa winter, kung kamusta yung market, like, I'm not sure how it will be. But so far, like, nag-start ako sa pandemic, pero so far, supportive naman yung mga tao sa Edmonton. Like, people are buying in Edmonton, so